Welcome to episode number 9, how to use a solo ad marketing to enroll 10 plus new reps per month in pretty much any business, any MLM, any affiliate program that you have that you're trying to get sales from. So before we get started, I want to get started by introducing you guys to a really great friend of mine. She's one of my besties. We've been friends for, I don't know, like 10 years now, maybe, or maybe going on 10 years. She's from Miami. She's a mom of 3 boys. Actually, she's a mom of 4 boys, if you include the puppy, right? But she is, this woman, her name's Barbie Figueroa, and again, she's one of my besties. She has been building, since I've known her, she's been building her business completely on 100% automation. That means she doesn't talk to people, and she doesn't like to talk to people, just like most of us don't like to talk to people, just like I don't like talking to people too much, right? We're kind of like introverts in a way, where we would rather just build out systems and drive traffic to the systems and get people, opting into our email addresses and building relationships through email, and then connecting with them on social media after they've consumed our content. So kind of solo ads have been, one of our favorites, especially Barbie, because she is not really big on social media, and she has used solo ads to build her business over the past 10 years or whatever, however long it's been. She'll get into the real story of it. But, solo ads we love them. Let's just put it like that. We absolutely love email marketing, because that's basically what it is. So let me ask you guys a question, okay? Do you dream about waking up to automated sales in your business, right? If so, then you are going to absolutely love today's episode. And what better person to bring out to train than, again, one of my best friends from Miami, Barbie Figueroa, who has been rocking her business online, like I said before, without prospecting people since about 2007. Again, she'll tell you her story in just a second. Running her business on complete autopilot. Her network marketing businesses, her affiliate programs, her branding services, right? This is how she builds the business. So today we're going to talk about solo ads, and oh, how much Barbie and I love solo ads, okay? So she's going to break down how solo ads work. But in a nutshell, a solo ad is nothing more than you're renting someone's list, okay? You have marketers out there that are building targeted lists of buyers, of thousands of potential buyers, and then what they do is they sell their email list to marketers like me and Barbie and you, right, to send promotions out to their email list. So if that solo ad provider has been building a list of opportunity seekers, for example, then what we do is we create funnels and offer those people on that mailing list opportunities, right? So affiliate programs, MLMs, things like that. And if it is a list of online marketers, right, or opportunity seekers, then we just send them promotions about a new product or a new training course or affiliate program, like a tool or a system, by getting them to click on a link inside of an email that takes them through our funnel. And by the way, while we're on the topic of talking about funnels, okay, for solo ads, I highly recommend that you guys check out a tool that I've been using for the past, I don't know, I think it's been like 3 years now, to create these funnels and run traffic to them. And this tool is called ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels, I absolutely am obsessed with ClickFunnels. It's an easy drag and drop kind of funnel platform that allows you to build and design your own beautiful custom-made funnels so that you can start putting your business on complete autopilot. And you can get started for a free 14-day trial if you go to lisatorresspeaks.com/ClickFunnels, or click on the link right below in the show notes below this video. All right, so let's dive in. So Barbie, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'm gonna be.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for saying yes to, you know, do a training for my subscribers, for my followers on social media on the topic of solo ads. You know, like I said before, you and I are, you know, we love solo ads because we're both introverts. So what I want you to do is I want you to just dive in, take it over. I'm going to shut my mouth. Just introduce yourself. Tell them how long you've been online, where you came from, how you found solo ads, how they work, and all that kind of thing. And then I will come back later and give you guys a freebie that you definitely want to stick around for. So Barbie, take it away.
Well, thank you, Lisa. And she's telling the truth. We go back a long, long way. And I think it's been since, I don't know, probably like 2008, 2009. And she's right. We've been besties for a really, really long time. And we've been through thick and thin. And we have worked very closely together. Actually, we make a really great, you know, marketing team because we always, you know, used solo ads as one of those ways that we drive traffic to our offers. And it's definitely one of my favorite ways to drive traffic to any offer that you want. And I'm going to get into why in just a second. But before I do that, I just want to tell you how I kind of discovered solo ads. And it's basically like Lisa said, I am an introvert, okay? But despite the fact that I'm an introvert, okay, let me tell you what introvert kind of means in my world, because, you know, there's different definitions out there. But for me, I struggle to initiate conversation or connection with people, okay? I'm the type of person that I struggle to call my mother on the phone. True fact, okay? Or anyone, okay? I struggle to pick up the phone and call anyone. However, if you call me, get ready and sit down because I will talk your ear off, right? So I'm online. I am the same way online as I am offline in real life. If I have to go to you, i.e. prospecting, convincing, chasing, all that stuff, I'm terrible at it. I'm like the wallflower, like, okay? But if you come to me, we'll have the best conversation ever, and I'll probably do most of the talking.
Hey, by the way, guys, this was not planned.
Oh my God, that's right.
We were just talking about that before we went live. This is not planned, okay?
I know.
We both have open shoulders shirt.
We are literally wearing the same type of shirt, okay? Lisa's wearing navy, which matches her gorgeous background, and I'm wearing teal, which matches my background, and we did not plan it.
Yes.
I'm telling you, girl, we were like attached at the hip at birth or something. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So since I struggled with, you know, when I first got started online, like many of you probably have done, is you sign up for a business opportunity, you sign up for whatever it is that you're trying to promote, and you think it's the best thing since sliced bread. You've already calculated how many sales you have to make before you hit it big time, right? And now you're on the hunt, you're on the prowl, looking for people that are gonna join your business and make you a ton of money. That was me, okay? So what I initially did, because even though I am an introvert, I was like, you know, I'm still a very determined one, and I want to make things work. So as soon as I joined my very first business opportunity, I went into the forums. I was a major world-class spammer, like a lot of us are in the beginning, right? We learned the hard way, right? And so I struggled with that. So I went into forums and I was pitching people. I would see, ooh, that looks like a really, you know, go-getter. And I'd be like, hey, have you heard of this business opportunity? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, long story short, after a lot of rejection, it just didn't work. Okay. Then I was like, okay, I'm desperate. I'm going to do Google pay-per-click because why not? I've got money to burn, right? So not really, but I did Google pay-per-click. I had no clue what I was doing, right? And I'm just sending pay-per-click ads to a lead capture, not even a lead capture page, a sales page, okay, from my company. Did not have a way to capture leads, didn't have a sales funnel, none of that stuff. And this is very important that you know this part of the story, because solo ads is a component in this whole marketing system where you have to generate leads, you have to have a capture page like Lisa recommended. She uses ClickFunnels. So you've got to have that system in place in order to send people through that sales process. And then solo ads is just one way to, purchase traffic to drive through that process. Okay. So anyway, failed miserably at pay-per-click. You remember my YouTube video. I buried pay-per-click Google AdWords, in my backyard or whatever. And I was like, okay, I need a simple way to drive traffic to my offers. And that is when I discovered one of my very first mentors. I don't know if I should say his name. Should I? Dagan. Remember Dagan? Yeah. He's huge in my life. I learned a lot from him. And he was the king of never calling a single lead. And I was like, yes, that's me. I don't want to call leads. I don't want to prospect like that, So he taught me basically everything I know about solo ads. And if you want to do a little research, he was the #1 guy when it came to all that stuff. So he taught me about solo ads. I got hooked. And there's so many reasons why I love solo ads, but let me just rattle off a few. Lisa, really quickly, let me ask you a question. What is the fastest way to get results for your team or for any of your offers online? The fastest way as far as like paid traffic goes?
Solo ads.
Exactly.
That was a no-brainer.
That was a trick question. It's solo ads, okay? It is the simplest way to get off the ground running with paid
simplest
traffic.
And easiest way. The simplest and easiest way. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Anyone can do it. A new person, beginner friendly, okay? And even if you have experience, trust me, I mean, you got big ticket items.
You don't have to do blogging. You don't have to do blogging. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to prospect people. It's just sending out emails.
It's sending out emails. And I'm gonna go into a little bit because I really want to give you some really great value. I want to give you like the structure of a solo ad, what kind of solo ads you can start placing, stuff like that. Okay. But yeah, solo ads is really simple because Google pay-per-click, you can lose a lot of money fast if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. I lost $500 in about, I want to say like 24 hours, Lisa. It was really bad. Okay. And then Facebook ads, you know how I feel about that. Every time I open up that Facebook ads panel, I'm like, my brain shuts down, okay? But solo ads is so simple. And that's why I love solo ads, because if you've got a budget, okay, and you do a little bit of research, all you have to do is find a really good provider and send them your link, pay for your ad, and they do the rest. And just to put the cherry on top, if you have a team that's growing with a special software, which is called a rotator, you can literally get your brand new people that you just sponsored. Because one of the key things in internet marketing, especially if you are doing some sort of a business opportunity or whatever, is to help people get a result as fast as possible, right? A result could be a lead. It could be their first dollar. It could be, just that whole, breakthrough that people need to see, oh my gosh, this works, okay? And some people are just so brand new that they literally have no clue. So you can just do what we've done many, many times in the past, Lisa, and we've done this for high ticket, medium ticket, all kinds of stuff, is do a solo ad co-op where you literally divide the cost of advertising amongst, let's say, 5 people. Okay, let's say a solo ad costs $500. Every person gives $100. You put everyone's link on a rotator, and then you give that one rotator link to the service provider, and then boom, they're running traffic to everybody's link in that rotator. And even the new person who has no idea what they're doing can start generating leads online. Okay, so that's why I love solo ads, because it's very simple. Anyone can do it. If you got $50, you have a business opportunity, and you have an autoresponder, or not just a business opportunity, but a lead capture page, an offer, I should say, an offer that you want to send traffic to, Solo ads is a great way to start driving traffic without racking your brain, getting too complicated, or having to learn, really more, complicated ads like Facebook or Google pay-per-click, okay? So, all right, so Lisa already touched on it basically, and guys, I'm gonna be looking off a little bit because I do have notes here off on the side, so forgive me if I'm not looking at you directly, but I do want to go ahead and reference my notes. But like Lisa said, a solo ad is a one-time email blast, okay, that is sent to someone else's targeted email list for the purpose of advertising an offer and simultaneously building your own list, okay? So basically what you're doing is you are piggybacking off someone else's existing list in order to build your own. Because, as I'm sure you've learned from the wonderful Lisa Torres with all of her awesome training, okay, is that the most important thing, the only real thing that you own in your business is your list. That's what you really own. Your website could go down. Your YouTube channel could go down. Your Facebook could get deleted. Your Instagram could get hacked, okay? But if you have an email list, you still have a business, okay? Because with one email, boom, you can sell something, back in the days we used to call it, it's your license to print money, pretty much, so also there's more things that go into it. You have to create a relationship with your list and things like that, but fundamentally it is the most important thing, and it's what you own in your business, okay? So let me give you an example of, how you would place a solo ad, okay? So for example, let's say, for example, you have an offer. Your offer is what you're selling, okay? So let's say you have, I'm just going to use ClickBank because a lot of people in internet marketing understand ClickBank. ClickBank is a marketplace where they sell affiliate programs or products and info products and things like that, okay? Anyone could go there, grab a link, and start driving traffic to that link, So it's a really good place for someone new on the internet to start. So I'm just going to use them as an example. So let's say, for example, you have a ClickBank info product called, the Wealth Magnet, okay? And so who do you think your target market would be for a product like that, right? Well, let's think about it. You want to target people that are in the personal development niche, right? People who are interested in increasing their wealth or increasing their quality of life, whatever, okay? So you want to send an email or an advertising to someone who already has an established list in the personal development niche, okay? So because everybody knows him, I'm going to use Anthony Robbins as an example, okay? So let's say, for example, you want to, it's probably going to be impossible to get on Anthony Robbins' list, but I'm just using him as an example. So don't email his advertising team, please. I'm just using him as an example, all right? So let's say, for example, you have this wealth info product. Who's your target audience? People who are into wealth increasing or personal development, okay? Who might have a list in that niche? Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a personal development guru. So it's a match. Your offer matches the audience, matches the person who already owns the list. You understand? So what you want to do is you want to contact Tony Robbins' advertising team, in theory, because we're just using him as an example, and you want to find out, hey, can I run a one-time email to Tony Robbins' list, because he probably has hundreds of thousands of people on his list that are into personal development, and chances are, if they're following Tony Robbins, they're buying personal development products. So that would be like a perfect match for your personal development offer. So you want to go ahead and you want to see if they will accept your ad to run it to his list. And if, they'll say, okay, yeah, whatever, it's going to be X amount of dollars. And then you send them the ad copy, which is basically an email, all right? And they will choose a day and a time to send your email to his list, okay? And then what they're going to do is they're going to email Tony Robbins' list, and you're going to have that offer that has a lead capture page, and then all of his people are going to open their emails, and they're like, oh, okay, personal development product, da, 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 da. Oh, okay, but click. They're going to click on that link. They're going to end up on your offer page, and if they're interested, they're going to enter their name and email to find out more about the offer, and now you are using Tony Robbins' list to build your own. Is that like clear? Okay? Okay. So that's how that works, okay? And I'm going to show you how to, you can use it in different genres. You can use it for, the health and fitness niche. You can, if you have a health and fitness offer, basically it's just, what is your offer, right? Who is your target audience? And what existing list can you tap into, right? That you could pay to send an advertising to that existing list so that you in turn can build your own, all right? So let me just go ahead and rattle through some solo ad quick facts, okay? A solo ad is the fastest and simplest way to drive traffic to an offer and to build your list quickly without spending a fortune, all right? You can expect to pay anywhere from $20 to $1,500 and above. It really depends on the offer, the list, all that stuff, okay? Price will depend on many factors, including the quality of the provider and their lists and the size and audience quality of the publication. So if you want to email Tony Robbins' list, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Okay, but if you want to, email the list of, little Bob from home who's been building his little personal development list, for a year, you're going to pay a lot less. Okay, but you know what? That doesn't mean it's any less targeted. It just means you're going to pay premium for Tony's list. Okay, this Bob might have a good list, so it's definitely a good place to start. So, building your list is kind of like a snowball effect, right? If you don't have a big budget, you can start small. And, you can start with a $20 solo ad. Put a $20 solo ad, generate some leads, start following up with them. You make maybe a sale, put it back in. Next time, buy a $40 solo ad, and then buy a $100 solo ad, and let it snowball until your list gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And now you have a list. You understand? So like I mentioned, it's the fastest way to help your team get traffic and leads quickly, because you can create a team co-op, like I mentioned, to share the cost of advertising, and you can put multiple links on a rotator, okay? Now, very important, because I deal with this very, on a daily basis with even partners that work with me. You have to get this very clear. The goal of the solo ad is to build your list, not necessarily to make a sale, okay? Although a sale right away is definitely within the realm of possibility. It totally is. But the goal of the solo ad is ultimately really to build your list. You understand what I'm saying? Because some people they think it's like a one of those slot machines in Vegas. If I put money in, I'm gonna maybe get some money out, right? If I put a solo ad and I generate, I have to laugh because listen, we're all beginners, okay? And when we don't know what in the world we're doing, we perceive certain things in a certain way, right? So I've seen it, it's a new person thing. I totally get it. But some people think, oh, I just placed a $50 solo ad. I got 30 leads, but I have no sales. Because placing ads, no matter where you place them, I don't care if you place ads with Facebook, Google pay-per-click, classified ads, whatever. The ad in itself does not bring you sales, but it does build your list. And then it's up to you to follow up on the back end to start making those sales, but that's not to say that you may score a sale in the first bit, because you may get someone who it's an exact match. They see the offer, they like it, and they have their credit card and they're ready to buy, and then boom, right there, whatever. It can definitely happen, but I just want, it's a mindset thing. You have to realize the bigger picture is that it builds your list, okay? And once you have a list, you can sell them. If they don't take you up on that offer, guess what? Now you have a list of people that are into personal development. Maybe they didn't buy your ClickBank offer this week, but maybe next week you're an affiliate for a coaching program or a personal development program, and you can offer them that, okay? So that's the bigger picture of building your list, okay? So just like any other advertising medium, there is never a guarantee of leads. I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but it's true. There is never a guarantee. There's no guarantee even when you do Facebook ads. You can spend $200 on a Facebook ad and not get any leads, okay? But let me assure you, 99% of the time, if you have a good offer with a good lead capture page, you will get leads, okay? But we have to use that as a disclaimer just in case your campaign is a bust, because it can happen, you know what I mean? So just like any other advertising medium, there is never a guarantee of any leads.
But let me say this also too, Barbie. Oh my God, my dog is like jumping all over my desk over here. What I want to say too is that even though there is no guarantee of leads and sales,
right?
If and when you do make the sales, it is like the best feeling in the world, right?
Absolutely.
It's an amazing feeling to the possibility of placing an ad, having it run, right? And then you see the sales coming in, and all of a sudden, you see the leads coming in, and all of a sudden you get like 10 sales in 24 hours. That can possibly happen too.
Absolutely. So, yeah. I'm just giving you the worst case scenario because it can happen. But best case scenario is like, if you guys.
It's all about testing. It's all about
testing. And if you have a good offer, you absolutely can make sense, especially with a good info product or something like that, you'll make sales. I just don't want to guarantee it, right? Nobody wants to guarantee a sale because I can't guarantee the sale, you know, but it's definitely within the realm of possibility for sure. I mean, when I was doing solo ads for one of the programs that I was doing with Dagan back in those days, I was sending traffic to a lead capture page with solo ads, and I was signing up people for a network marketing opportunity, you know, using that system. So if it didn't work, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So you can definitely make sales, you know, but we all have to if you go to any solo provider, that's the first thing they're going to tell you. I can't guarantee sales. I can't guarantee leads, but that's just like the disclaimer, just so that you know. Okay. So another thing that you need to know is solo ads provide a burst of traffic, not continuous traffic. Okay. Because this is something that I didn't realize, because I didn't know what a solo ad was when I first started, but I got a solo ad and I just thought, well, okay, I got a bunch of leads, but tomorrow I got nothing. It's because you're sending an email once to the list, okay? So you're going to get a burst of leads because people are going to open the email, right? And if its offer is good, if the email's good, they're going to click on the link, right? And they'll become a lead. And some people may not open their email till tomorrow, so you'll get a few little leads trickling in. So what I want you just to be clear on is that since a solo ad is a single blast, okay, you're only going to get like a burst of traffic, which is the best way to describe it. Okay, now if you want continuous traffic, you can, you know, which I used to do that too. Here's a tip if you want to write it down. This is very, you know, this is useful. If you plan solo ads and you see that, hey, I am going to be running 3 ads a week, here's an insider tip. See if you can broker a deal with the provider, with the solo provider. Say, hey, listen, I am going to be running 3 ads a week with you. Will you cut me a little deal? And some of them will. Okay. So did you know that? Did you know that, Lisa? Yeah. If you are,
I mean, I know that you can get a discount for being a new customer of theirs, but I didn't know that part.
Yeah, if you are working with a solo provider, build rapport with your solo providers, because they are the liaison between your traffic and your offer. So you want to obviously have a good relationship with this person. But if you're running more than 3 solo ads a week, or maybe you're running like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 solo ads a month, just ask, hey, do you give any deals if I run more than 3 to 6 ads or whatever a month? And they'll either send you a little bit more traffic than you paid for, or they'll give you a little bit of a deal on a solo ad run. My girl does that for me, so I know that if you ask, depending on the provider, they might do it for you as well. Okay. All right. So some things you should know about solo ads, which is a click does not mean the email open. Okay. So when the email provider sends out the email, the click does not mean that the email was open. A click is quantified by, did they click on the link in your email? okay, in the email, right? This is why it's important to track your links, because depending on what kind of solo ad you run, you will understand your data as it comes back. Now, there's two different types of solo ads, all right? Back in my day, when we first started in 2008, you know, what we had basically was an e-zine-based solo ad, all right? An e-zine-based solo ad is basically when you purchase a solo ad from an e-zine provider. An e-zine provider is like somebody who has a blog or a publication. Maybe have you ever been to like one of those personal development websites, and they have like, you know, like a free get on my list and receive my newsletter or whatever? That's usually like an e-zine. It's an electronic magazine, okay? And these people dedicate themselves to building their email lists in a specific niche, and then you can actually contact them to see if they will accept an ad from you to run it to their list, okay? So that's one way to do it, but I don't know when the transition happened. That still works. So if you have a very specific offer that is not in the business opportunity niche, like if you have something in the health and fitness niche, personal development, whatever, I would highly recommend that you go to Google and look up personal development plus solo ad providers, or personal development plus e-zine magazines or electronic magazines, whatever. You can Google that term and see what comes up, and you may find some publications that will allow you to place a solo ad with their publication, okay? But somewhere around 2011, 2012, the pay-per-click solo became very popular, all right? Especially among the business opportunity world. And what a click-based solo is when you purchase, like, for example, a 300-click solo. So they'll sell you per click, right? That's why it's called a pay-per-click solo. The solo provider will sell you, like, let's say, a 50 click or 100 clicks or 200 clicks, okay? So what happens is you're gonna pay them. They're gonna have a price per click. They'll have a package. Let's say 300 clicks is gonna cost you $75, all right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna continue to send your ad, okay, until they have satisfied the amount of clicks that they sold you, okay? So for example, if they send out an email to their list of, let's say it's a business opportunity, they send out an email to their list, people will start opening those emails, okay? If people don't click on the link, it doesn't count. So you might have 20, 30, 40 people open the email, but not click on the link. That's why I wanted you to know the difference between the email open and the actual click, okay? If they open the email and they click to go to the capture page, as long as they click, that's getting counted, all right? So they will continue
and
to
that's the part that you're actually buying, right? It's the click.
You're buying the click. You're buying the click.
Okay.
Okay? Which is why it's super duper duper duper, and I'm going to go into that in a second. It's super critical to grill, and I think that's what I think you have you know, the information that people can get from you, some questions that you need to ask these providers, because the awesome thing about solo ads is that it can get you awesome traffic. But as with anything, the con of doing a solo ad is you have got to make sure you're buying from a reputable seller, because there are people out there that know that you don't know much, and they will send you garbage traffic, because there is nothing to stop anyone from charging you $75 and then sitting here going click, 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 click. That's why you have to do your homework. That's why you have to do your homework. Okay.
It's so true. I can't take it. It's so true.
Am I bringing some value here today, Lisa?
Absolutely, 1000%. Keep going.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So, okay. So I think I already went over the different types of solo ads. We already went through the easy solo ad and the pay-per-click solo ad. All right. So let's do some real quick pros and cons of easy and solo ads. The pros. The easy and solo ads are what? The ones that you can purchase directly through a publication. It is not based on clicks. It is based on the subscriber base. And things like that, okay? So the pros, you can target specific niches. It usually results in more quality traffic. You get to write the ad, okay? Because in a pay-per-click solo, you don't write the ad. They know their list, you know, so they're going to write the ad. Sometimes I get a little nervous on that because I am a copywriter. You know, I do copywriting. And so as a matter of fact, last summer I was, you know, so that you know that I am experienced in this, you know, niche. I was writing solo ad copy at $100 to $150 per email swipe for a top personal development trainer. I can't disclose their name because we're under like confidentiality thing, but somebody very, very popular. I was writing solo ads for them and making them tens of thousands of dollars in solo ads, emailing his own list. Because when you get to that level, you're subcontracting people to write your emails for you. So just trust me with this. Trust what I'm telling you, okay? So I come from the copywriting perspective and from actually running
just to confirm, she is legit, or she wouldn't be on my show.
Too legit to quit. Too legit to quit. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. 80s throwback. All right. Okay, so another pro is that you get fast results and you can build a targeted list. Now, the cons with the easing solo ads is, again, no guarantee of clicks or leads. They're usually pricier than a pay-per-click because they are more targeted lists that are actually cared for and nurtured by the list owner, right? Not newbie friendly because you have to know copywriting. So if you're a good copywriter, I would definitely tell you, hey, when you have a little more experience under your belt, navigate doing easing solo ads because you can get really targeted lists to build your own, okay? And then you must reserve your slot weeks to months ahead of time, depending on the backlog of the publication, okay? So unlike, you know, Google pay-per-click that once you pay, they'll start running your ad relatively quickly. With a solo ad, it's gonna depend on how many other people are sending emails to that list. So you might have to wait 3 weeks before your ad publishes to that person's list, okay? Okay, now, pay-per-click solo ads. The pros, super newbie friendly, guaranteed clicks, purchase a click package, submit your link, and owner will do the rest. This is one that we recommend for beginners, okay? You can start driving traffic to your link within 7 days or as little as 24 hours, all right? Depending on the provider, and you get fast results. The cons are there's no guarantee of leads or sales. It's kind of running traffic a little bit blind and trusting that the provider is selling you quality traffic. That's why it's so important to build a relationship with your provider. And I know it sounds a little aggressive, but you have to grill them. You have got to ask them questions. You have got to, before you let go, not even of 1 penny of your money, you need to freaking give them the third-degree Spanish Inquisition style questions, okay? Because if they're willing to answer all your questions, okay, they're probably legit and you can trust it because you're kind of running traffic blind. You're trusting that this person is telling you that they're selling you what they're actually saying they're selling you. You understand what I'm saying? So there's lots of garbage and shady providers out there, which is why you need to know how to interview them first. And I believe Lisa has something for you that will show you exactly how to do that, okay? And then the other con is if you kind of like, if you don't like copy, this is a good thing. For someone who's more versed in copywriting, it may be a negative, but you do not have control over the ad copy. They know their lists, so they know how to position your offer to get the best results from their list, okay? All right. Let's see. I don't know if you want to do screen share or whatever, but I have or I can just, let me see. All right, I'll just run through it because I have kind of like, I've broken down. Am I going too much? Are you okay with?
No, this is good. Keep going. Good stuff.
Okay. We're doing like the extended version of this. Okay. All right. So, so what does a solo ad look like? Like I said, it is an email. So there are basically, there's basically 5 components to a solo ad, which is the same thing as an email. Okay. You need an attention-grabbing headline. All right. You need a long form or short form body. okay? Body is the actual email itself that is relevant to the offer. You need a strong call to action that compels the reader to click on the link to see your offer, all right? You need a closing. The closing is basically, you know, best regards, Barbie Figueroa, or whatever, you know, that's your closing. And then you need a PS line. You need a PS line, because a PS line, you know what a PS, it's PS, by the way, da-da-da-da-da, okay? You want to reiterate the link. You want to reiterate the call to action, because what happens is if you have a scanner is a person who scans through emails, okay? They scan like this, but they'll go, and they'll go to the PS line, okay? And they'll click on that link. They'll skim through the email, but they want their bottom line thinkers. They're, you know, I don't want to read all this. Boom, I just want to see.
I'm actually a scanner.
Are you a scanner?
Are you a scanner?
I'm kind of a scanner too, unless the copy's really good. Then I'm like, ooh, let me take it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, if you're a scanner or a bottom line person, you need a PS line for that person, okay? And you want to reiterate that link, okay? So let me see. I have a solo ad example here. That's why I don't know if you want to screen share or not, because I kind of have, like, for the visual people.
Yeah, you can screen share. Go ahead. Feel free.
How do I screen share? Oh, hold on a second. All right, let me see. Okay, I want to open this up a little bit. If we're gonna go all the way, man. Right? So, okay, let me see. Share screen. I think this is it.
Don't see anything yet. There we go. Yep, got it.
Do you see where it says anatomy of a solo ad? Do you see that here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool beans. Okay. Let me go here really quickly. So solo ad example. Guys, it looks like an email. This is a sample. I know this is, it's crazy. I've written long solo ads. I've written really short solo ads. It just depends on what we're trying to do. Now, this was for one of the clients that I wrote for last summer. And I know you're thinking, man, that's a short ad. Well, because it was a series of it was like kind of like we were doing one product and we were sending out an email like almost every day. And so they were just paying me to write emails. So, okay, so see, we have a headline, right? The body is, here's the body, and this is the link that they're going to click on. And this is the closing. I blocked out his name for privacy reasons. And PS for the scanners, okay? And another call to action, like, hey, you need to click on this link now, all right? And then here, the blue text are the links to the sales page offer, all right? So let's go a little bit deeper. Anatomy of a solo ad. If you guys want to like screen capture this or whatever, so you can keep it for your notes. So you want an attention-grabbing headline. You want a body that sells the click. Okay, the purpose of a solo ad is to sell the click. You want to sell this. You want people to click on that link to go to your lead capture page. Okay, and then the closing signature line is here, blocked out. That would be, again, you know, from whatever, or, you know, get on this deal, this, you know, regards, Barbie Figueroa, whatever. That's your closing. And then the PS line, super duper important. All right, and so let's just go over this really quickly. So the attention-grabbing headline. And the attention-grabbing headline is what compels the reader to want to even open your email in the first place. So that headline needs to stand out. Can you see me as well, or can you just see the thing?
I can see you too.
Okay, let me, does this help that I actually show it? Or
Yeah.
do you want me to? Okay, cool. All right. All right.
The visual.
Okay, you guys can screen capture this if you want. Okay, so the attention-grabbing headline is what compels the reader to want to even open the email in the first place. Now, I'm giving you this in case you do the easy. Chances are this is just educational if you are just paying a pay-per-click solo provider, because they're going to do all this stuff. But, you know, I just want you to understand what is going on when you're paying your money, okay? The headline is going to stand out in that person's email box and arouse enough curiosity to make them want to open the email, okay? So your headline or subject line sells the email open, okay? So that email is sitting in someone's inbox amongst a ton of other emails that they're getting, right? So you want to write a punchy enough headline so that it stands out in their inbox, okay? Okay, so the email body sells the click. We are trying to sell the click, okay? Selling the click means we are writing copy so that it compels them enough to say, I gotta see what this is, okay? And that's the click. That click leads to your lead capture page, that leads to the offer, that compels that person to enter their name and email inside your lead capture list and lead capture page and build your list, okay? So I'll let you just kind of run through this. So I'm just going to kind of skim through it or scan through it. If your ad copy is good and compelling, your reader will click on the link to go see the offer. Your email body sells a click to the link, okay? Then the closing signature line, that's kind of a, you know, no-brainer. Your signature creates authority. It's your name, whatever. So that's that. And then the PS line is your last chance to get them to click, okay? Make no mistake, when you are crafting an email that compels someone to take an action, specifically to go take a look at your offer, you are not trying to sell your product. Your sales page sells the product, okay? So what you're actually selling is the click, and your PS line is for the scanners who want the bottom line, and it is their last chance to click on that link, okay? So we're just going to wrap this up because I've given you, I think, enough to go ahead and, you know, have a good foundational understanding of what a solo ad is, okay? So let's just wrap up the 5 steps on how to place your very first solo ad. So step 1, you're going to choose the offer that you want to send traffic to, all right? Whether it's a lead capture page for a product or a business opportunity, make sure that you know what capture page you will be sending the solo ad traffic to, because you're going to need it when you contact your solo provider, okay? Step 2, select the solo provider that you want to purchase from. Do your research and make sure to find a reputable seller and ask them questions before you hand them your credit card. You've been warned, okay? No money until they email you back. Don't just say, oh, that looks like a good seller. I'm just going to buy from them. No. Email them first and see if they email you back, because you'll be surprised. Some people will not email you back. And if they don't email you back, that's a good indicator of how, you know, how they are. If you have any issues when you run your solo ad, okay? So never buy a solo ad without communicating with the seller first. Make sure to email them before you place a solo. This will reduce the risk of dealing with a shady seller, okay? Step 3, depending on the type of solo, prepare your ad copy as stated above. If you purchase pay-per-click solos, more than likely, the provider will write copy on your behalf. But if you end up getting a solo ad from an e-zine, then make sure you follow the 4-step solo ad guideline to write your ad copy, which is that 4 step that I told you: the headline, the body, the closing, and the PS. Okay, that's the 4-step structure of your solo ad. And then step 4, track your links. Even if the solo provider uses an ad tracker, because a lot of them, they say, hey, I'll be tracking it with my link. I'll be tracking it with my software. I don't care. I want to send you my link. And the reason I want to send you my link is because I want to compare their clicks to my clicks to make sure that I am indeed getting what they said I was getting. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because, I mean, if you just don't know. So they're going to give you, here's the thing. And I know that it sounds like a really skeptical thing, but you're dealing with your money, people that you really don't know on the internet. So you want to make sure that you're doing good business. Okay. So what's to stop a garbage solo ad seller to you give them, $100 and you really don't get any quality traffic, but they give you a report that says, hey, I gave you 100 clicks. And you say, well, I didn't get any traffic whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So if you have your own tracking, you can put that against what they give you. And if it all matches up, great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? Okay. And then finally, the most important part, fortune is in the follow-up, friends. So make sure you have a follow-up email sequence in place, okay? Once your ad runs, you want to make sure that you have a follow-up sequence in place to continue following up with your new leads. I highly recommend that you add a personal touch to your emails by including your signature line and contact info like your blog, website, social media platform, or wherever they can reach you if they want to, because at the end of the day, it is not just that the money's in the list, the money is in the relationship with the list. So you're going to increase conversions if you give that person the ability to click on a link and see what your face is, get them to know a little bit more about you, build that know, like, and trust factor. More than likely they'll buy from you. You understand what I'm saying? You don't, I mean, there's times where you can buy like a tool from someone you don't know because it's a tool, you know, you want it, the offer's good, it doesn't hurt me to buy. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a bigger ticket item or something like that, you're not just going to spend, you know, $5,000 from a solo ad without finding out who you're buying from. You know what I mean? So make sure to have some information at the bottom of your email, just, you know, to inspire that know, like, trust factor, even through your email marketing. So that's what I have for you, Lisa.
And that was so good. You can take off your screen.
Oh, okay, wait.
Back on. But that was so okay, good. Cool. And if, you know what, if you guys, you know, I mean, if you guys are like us, that you don't like to go out there and prospect people. Now, if you don't have a budget to run ads, this training is not for you, clearly. This training is specifically for people who have a small to medium to large budget and that want to put their money where their mouth is and stop talking to people and wasting time. That's what this training is for. So if you are that type of person, solo ads is definitely for you. Absolutely, 1000%. Okay. So that was amazing training. Thank you so much, Barbie. Guys, listen, if you guys want a 3-step process for finding reputable solo ad providers, I have a free training for you. You can grab it at lisatorresspeaks.com/9, and you'll see the link right here, or download in the or down below in the show notes. And also make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you're watching me on YouTube. If you got some value from this, make sure that you share it. Leave a comment. If you're on the blog, right down low, just scroll down, leave a comment, and let me know that you got some value, because I definitely love interacting with the people that are leaving comments on my blog. And that was amazing, Barbie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me know if it all works out for y'all.
Yes, absolutely. So with that being said, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoy this training. I hope that you're going to consider, you know, renting other people's lists with a solo ad. I really hope that you're going to consider that. You know, if you are making money in your business right now, start investing that into paid ads, because that's the only way that you can scale up in your business. If you've been doing like free is great. Like, I built a multiple 6-figure business with free, right? But at some point you need to scale up. At some point you need to put your money where your mouth is and really start, you know, just like getting a boatload of traffic to your offers. Okay. At some point you want to start doing that. Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, I'm so glad you brought up that point, because supplement your free marketing with this paid strategy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I always think it's a great balance to have a really solid free strategy and a really solid paid strategy. Put them together, boom, it'll explode.
Yeah, so like for me, for example, right? You guys are watching this video maybe on YouTube right now. That's a free strategy, right? I'm offering some free value for you guys. I'm giving you guys some freebies, but on the back end, I'm running solo ads, right? And I'm building my business with paid marketing. Or it could be maybe a blog post, or it can be maybe a Facebook Live. Whatever it is, make sure that you're adding value in the front. You're building your list of free sources and building relationships on Facebook or wherever, YouTube or wherever, on social media, but you have something running in the background for you at least once or twice or as many times a month as you could possibly do that. Make it a part of your business. Make it a part of your marketing plan. Because I'm going to tell you, if you want to 10x your business, if you want to take your business from where it is right now to where you really want it to be, then you need to incorporate some kind of paid traffic. Get a part-time job, sell some stuff, figure it out, okay? Because, you know, this is business.
Or do a co-op. Start with a co-op. Do a co-op.
Right, exactly. Get your team together, start a co-op. One thing that I wanted to ask you, because I know people that are watching this right now are probably going to be asking this question. What is a rotator and how do I get one? So let's talk a little bit about that before we close it out.
Okay, basically a rotator is like an extension of that tracking link that I was talking about. And so what a rotator is let's say, for example, you have a service, like a third-party software that allows you to put your link to track. Okay, so let's say this is the link tracker. Your link is in here. Okay, now a rotator means that you can have many links. Okay, I don't suggest putting more than 5 people on a rotator. I just don't, because then it gets a little more difficult to manage a co-op, especially since you're dealing with other people's money and all kinds of things and whatever. Say you have only 5 people on a rotator. A rotator is simply you have 5 of those links, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, and in each space is the link to your teammates' capture page. So I've got Lisa's capture page, Barbie's capture page, Jim's capture page, Bob's capture page, Sue's capture page, right? And then that rotator, those 5 become one central link that you send the provider. You send the provider that one central link, and they're going to run traffic to that. Well, guess what? As those emails get opened and they start clicking, that rotator will cause to rotate through everyone's capture page. It'll go to Lisa's capture page, click. Then, okay, Lisa got a click. The next email that gets a click, boom, Barbie's thing got a click. Boom, Joe's got a click. Boom, Sue's got a click. Boom, you know, whoever got a click. And then back to the rotator. Boom, 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 until you satisfy that 300 ad solo ad click or whatever. You know what I mean? So you can literally purchase a 300 click solo ad, divvy it up between your team, you know, and you know, divide that traffic, divide the funds, okay? And that way, the risk and reward is if the solo ad is a success, everybody wins, right? But if the solo ad is a flop, the risk is less because you divided the cost among several people. That is gold.
Yeah. And here's the thing, because we used to do co-ops as well, and sometimes, you know, you may have like 3 to 5 people on a rotator, and one person makes a sale. That's right. That happens too. It happens. So we gotta throw out the expectations, things that you
exactly. Have to that can totally happen. That can totally happen because it's like it's random. It's like it doesn't have any emotions. It's just.
But the good thing about it is that you didn't have to pay $500 out of your own pocket. You got 5 people to pay $100, for example.
Right, and if the thing was good, maybe you didn't make a sale this time around, but you still have enough leads to start building your list. And then the big picture is, okay, great. Maybe I didn't make a sale. This person made the sale. I didn't make the sale, but I have 20 new leads and now I can offer them whatever I want.
Exactly. And now they're on your list until they unsubscribe, if they ever unsubscribe, or until they buy, right? So they're either going to buy or die. Okay.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They unsubscribe.
They unsubscribe or die.
I know. It sounds so.
I know it sounds so mean, but that's kind of like the phrase that I've heard it in the internet marketing world when it comes to list building.
Yeah, I've heard it.
They're going to buy, they're going to unsubscribe, or they're going to die.
Exactly.
I know. But so guys, again, if you want to get access to that freebie that I have for you, make sure you go to lisatorresspeaks.com / and the number 9, not spelled out, just the number 9. If you want to get access to my 3-step process for finding reputable solo ad providers. It's yours for free, and it's going to be some valuable, simple, valuable stuff for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, share it out with your team members, your social media friends, and we will see you on next week's episode number 10. See you then, and thank you, Barbie, for hanging out with me today.